Your 20s are that phase of your life where you are prepping yourself for your future. It's a self improvement phase. Keeping self improvement in mind, this episode of the Soumyadeep Show is exactly what the thumbnail promises you. Welcome to another gorgeous, value adding podcast episode of the Soumyadeep Show with my own public speaking mentor, Kunal Gupta. He's a big brother to me. This is a man I always wanted to speak with, not because he has mastered the skill of public speaking since years, but he's one of the most inspiring, most articulate human beings that you'll ever come across. And of course, there's a lot to learn from him. Out of all my episodes, it was the most open conversations. It didn't feel like we are recording a podcast. It was like two friends tripping on similar inspirations and similar factors that drive us in life. So if you are up for a deep, stimulating conversations and want to add layers to your mind, watch the entire podcast. You will definitely come out of this podcast as a completely different human being. Enjoy yourselves. Kunal Gupta on the Soumyadeep Show.
So, are you ready for the storm of positivity that's coming your way? We got Kunal Gupta on the Soumyadeep Show. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. And certainly, you're doing a great job with bringing people to provide value to the audience. And I think you're doing a great job. You're in 12th standard and you have already started doing this. I mean, being in front of the camera is something that not everyone is capable of doing. So kudos to you for that.
It's an honor, bro, to have you on my show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, guys. So let's start this podcast with a very tricky questions that you have mastered till date. So my first question to you is: how do you become that 1% of the 1% in the public speaking, and how do you take that beyond the stage fears and the blackouts that you had previously?
Well, thank you so much for calling me that 1% or the 1% of public speaking. But to me, public speaking is an exaggerating experience. Now, some people call it, of something that you're not able to overcome in your lifetime. But to me, public speaking give me thrills. And to date, I'll be honest that I've not been able to overcome that fear because pressure is something that can turn shit into diamonds and it can also turn diamonds into dust. So it's up to you how you're taking that fear. Now, when you called me for the interview, I was nervous with how it's gonna be and how will I face the camera, how will I face the questions. But you face those fears and grow. And the butterflies in your stomach will always be there, but you learn how to fly them in formation and you learn how to fly them according to you. So, to me, public speaking is all about being confident in what you're speaking. So, talking about anxiety of speaking in front of the people or in front of the camera. Now, I believe that what I'm speaking is valuable to the audience. And when you believe that what you're speaking is valuable, you don't care about the anxiety. As long as you're providing value and information, believe in the purpose of your speech, believe in what you're speaking. So, whenever someone asks me, do you want to speak on the stage? I, for the first time, ask that, what is the topic? What is the setting of the audience? How much the audience knows? How much I have to speak and how long will my speech be and what are the other topics that the speakers are speaking on. And if I believe in that topic, if I believe that the emotions of me align with the speech, I go for the speech. Otherwise, I say no. So if someone asks me to speak on Indian politics, I won't be able to speak on it because I don't believe in Indian politics. I don't have that kind of emotions in me. So if someone asks me to speak on, say, public speaking, I can speak for 2 hours. That is something I believe in. So if you are believing in what you're speaking, you will never face any blackout. You will never face any anxiety. So just align with your emotions and you're good to go.
Got it. 100%. I have the similar vibes as well.
Yeah.
So, do you really believe that your internal world is really happy, that you get such charming personality, and that personality gigs in the public speaking shows that you possess? So, do you really believe that your internal world is somewhere or the other happy or charming?
Well, everyone has some broken pieces in their lives, and to me, there are some broken pieces in my world as well. But let's not get into what I face and what I do not face. But I want to be someone I never had. So if you like, if I ask you, would you be happy if you meet you? Would you be happy if you meet you? And that is something that I am aligning myself to. I want to be someone that people never had. So I started this initiative like 2 months ago, something. And I started commenting randomly on the post. If you're depressed, let's talk. If you're depressed, share your issues. So I want to be someone never had. So if we can change the world for one person, just imagine how good it would be. And when I started out my page 3 years ago, I never received any words of encouragement from anyone. And that's something where we lack as a human being. And I started doing this whenever I see a page struggling, whenever I see the post not getting enough attention that the post really deserves, I just comment there. I give that page a rating, a review. That's the least can we do as a person to support a small business. So be someone who you are searching for. That's the best thing. That's the best lesson that I have learned in my life. And there are, of course, some people in everyone's life who are always empowering you, who are always encouraging you. So that is something, a blessing that you can have in your life if you have that kind of person, that kind of support in your life. And particularly talking about my internal world, well, as long as you have a purpose in your life, you'll never feel depressed. That's the point. I mean, what you're serving to the world, what you're doing to the world, what you are giving out in the community is valuable. And you start gaining that support, start gaining that recognition for your work word. Like I've been doing this for 3 years now. So when I started out, I wasn't getting as much support as I am getting now. So it's just about waiting game. You don't need to stop. You don't need to quit. So keep on working, and your internal world will start to be much happier than it was before.
Got it. 100%. I agree on it.
Yeah.
So you're such a positive person. I really want to know your best and the worst moment of your life. So will you like to share it with us?
Uh, Uh, People believe that I'm the admin of motivation every day, and they think that I'm always motivated, I'm always positive. Well, it's not at all. I also feel sad. I also feel directionless. I also feel depressed. And from 2 weeks, I haven't done much really because I listen to my emotions. If I feel like working, I work. Otherwise, it's okay. And talking about the worst moments, well, whatever it was in the past has made me me. So I don't really call them the worst moments of my life because they made me who I am today. And the worst moments really make you believe that there's something more about you, and there has to be something more about you as well. So don't let your worst moments define you for the bad. If they are making you something as a better version of yourself, do that. Otherwise, just let it go because it don't really matter after 5 years what happened to you. So my worst moment was when I was in 12th standard. My teacher called me to speak on the stage in front of 250 people, and I blacked out. And that was the worst and the most embarrassing moment of my life. And it was that moment only when I decided that there has to be something more about me. I cannot let these things define me. So I started taking public speaking courses. I started taking every opportunity that I had, whether it was about speaking in front of 10 people, whether it was about speaking in front of 100 people. I started taking every opportunity. And that made me who I am today. Now I have done more than 18 courses in total. So it's all about defining, it's all about letting those moments define you for the good. So don't let any moment decide you.
Perfect.
That's the
Perfect.
lesson that I have learned from my worst moments of my life.
I understand that you really believe on the quote that success comes from experience and experience
Yeah,
comes from bad
exactly.
experiences.
Yeah, because
Got
if
it.
you're always winning, in the words of Pitbull, he said that if you're always winning, you don't really understand what it is to win. You gotta take those losses. You gotta take those hits. There will be valleys, peaks, the ups and downs. Because when success happens, you have to be able to know how to handle success. Otherwise, it will be gone in a single moment. You know, it's not about making it to the top. It's all about staying on the top. That's failure is the mother of all success. That just sums up everything.
Got it. So to the most of the kids who don't know about the meaning of success, can you just define what success means to you?
Oh, okay. Well, that's a question that I receive a lot. Well, success is different to everyone. Okay, so talking about me, success to me is happiness. If I am feeling happy with the people that are around me, I am successful. As long as you're happy, you are successful. To some, success may be earning $1 billion. To some, success may be having a Porsche car. To some, success can be, having a mansion. So success is different for everyone. But whatever it is for you, I'm not saying that success is only about happiness. You have been poor for your whole life and you want money. That is success to you, and that's absolutely fine. Whatever success is to you, write it on a paper, read it every day. So you have to be there before you die. Otherwise, it was all just dreams. And dreams are not dreams until they are in real. Dreams are dreams. I mean, I'm sorry that dreams are dreams until they are into a reality. So to me, right now, success is giving out value in front of this podcast. Okay, so success is something that is arbitrary and it is changing every minute.
Got it. So the basic purpose of this podcast is to encapsulate all my learning and all my experiences with you guys
Mhm.
to share all our basic life skills into
Yeah,
points and jot it down to front of you.
yeah.
Okay, so coming to my next question, the most of the 20s kids don't know how to make money through their public speaking skills or any of the X factors that they possess. So will you like to throw some more light on it? Like they believe that they can't earn money through the X factors they got. It's basic about the proper education that the Indian education system has taught us. So it's not always about that. Can you just throw some more line on it so that the people can also receive how to get money from the X factors they receive?
Well, talking about receiving money from public speaking. Well, public speaking is a skill that can earn you a lot of money, but it's all about starting from the bottom. So let me share some experiences with you when I have earned money because of my skills from my skill of public speaking. Well, there was an event that I was in. It was about a business model. So I and my friend went there, and I had absolutely no idea that we have to speak in front of the stage after the event is over. So I was sitting there with my friend designing the business, how to make it a proper business, how to generate revenue. So my friend was is quite nervous about speaking in front of the stage. So I and him were modeling the complete business, and the announcer announced that after the modeling is done, we have to speak it in front of the investors. So he got pretty nervous about the whole thing because he has never really faced about 60 to 70 people in a single setting. And it was my time to shine because I had been always someone who is excited about speaking in front of the public. So he was completely into modeling the business, and I decided to take the in charge of speaking in front of the investors. So I went there and spoke it like I really mean that business, and I answered all the questions, and we got the position first. So it was my first time in life when I earned like 4 or 5 thousand from that event, and from that moment I realized that I can really do this. So it was my simple skill of presenting in front of the people and being calm and composed in any setting that earned me that money. So I went on and attended like 4 or 5 more events, and then I earned money from those as well. So public speaking is something that makes you a leader. It makes you calm and composed, and you're completely fine in any moment. You know, because you can face any sort of personality. Like the investors were above us. Now you may have moments when you are speaking in front of your colleagues. You may be speaking in front of the people that are lower than your level. But talking about making money out from public speaking, let's get into that. First of all, you have to speak for free. There are many seminars, many networking events, many Rotary clubs that are looking for people who can speak on their behalf. So join those events,
Definitely.
because if you're getting even the single footage of your speaking in front of those people, it's good. Just do it for free and you're good to go. Now the next event comes up. You may start charging a little fee in the starting, like maybe 4 or 5 thousand in the starting, and that's absolutely fine. It's all about starting. You're getting paid for your speech, and you're also getting good footages that are improving your portfolio. So start speaking in those events and try your best to get in the eyes of bigger events, bigger people who may recruit you to speak. So there are many companies who are looking for speakers to motivate the employees, to inspire the employees, to train the employees. You may get hefty fees for them as well. So it's all about starting and starting for free. And as long as you're practicing and as long as you are improving your writing skills, your production skills, because when you're on the stage, you are the producer, you are the director, you are the writer, you are the actor, you're everything. So get out there, get on the stage, speak for free, and you will be starting to make money out of your speeches really soon.
Beautiful, beautiful. Those are really hardcore points that I really need to be down in your life, must say. So coming to the most awaited question that I really want to ask you, like how's life at Delhi, brother? Like pursuing a dream course in the Delhi University, following your passion in the, and coming to know about what you really want to do in life. So how's it? How does it feel?
Not really. This is not really my dream course, but I'm certainly into my dream college right now because if it wasn't for me joining this college, I wouldn't have never known that I want to be a public speaker. I want to be someone who wants to speak in front of the stage. And um, due to this college, I got like many opportunities to speak in front of the people. Now, being a leader is very important. So, in my second year of college, I became the president of the HRD cell of my college, and that was a turning point in my life. And from there, I just went on to attending more and more events and attending more and more seminars to learn about this skill. And that is something that matters the most. It isn't about the college, it's about you, how you're taking the opportunities and how you are bringing the best out of you in any situation. Even if you're not the president, you can be a leader even if you are at the bottom of the level. So focus on yourself and keep on improving your skills. That's what matters the most. And you see any opportunity, you don't know how to do it, just say yes, because you can learn it in the way. That's what is said by Richard Branson. So take the opportunities. That's
Right.
the most important part. And your course don't matter. It's okay if you messed up in your course, you're not getting the grades you want. Just focus on your skills because it's the skills that pay you. It's the skill that gets you a job. It's the skills that matter to start a business. And nowadays, I see that the people are turning towards a culture of not getting a degree and starting a business. It's okay. It's okay that you can start a business without a degree. Yeah, you don't need a degree, but a college provides you with the platform to start off with. You can build amazing networks in your college. You can like make uh, lifelong friendships, and those friendships can help you in starting a business. Think about all those events that you will miss if you don't join the college. Think about all those people you miss out from meeting if you're not joining a college. I accept that you may meet them in a networking event, but a college provides you with a platform, and a college is also a safety net. I don't believe in safety nets, but it's a safety net because you will be safe for 3 years and you can definitely build your side hustle. I saw many people starting their businesses in their college, and I also starting my own. So it's all about, taking the opportunity. That's the mother of all success as well.
Got it. 100%, brother. So I know, as far as I know, you have been in Delhi since your birth. So
Yeah.
what's the one thing that you know about Delhi universities? Like most of my viewers are mostly aspiring for Delhi University cutoffs and all that.
Okay.
They want to get admitted into it. So what's your
Yeah.
say on Delhi University? The unknown facts that you want to reveal on this podcast.
Well, Delhi University, yes, is one of the most prestigious universities of India, and yes, it's some for some people it's a dream to get into, but for me, I only studied like 1 or 2 months to get into Delhi University, and I got like 90% in my 12th standard. I was a science student, and science students don't generally go for Delhi University, but I wanted to dump the engineering stream because I wasn't really a science student. So I joined Delhi University. But some facts that are about Delhi University, that the life is always chill. That's something that people believe in. Well, it is definitely chill life if you're not having a purpose. Well, to me, I always was looking for the opportunities to get better. So I was always seeking for the work that I can do that can, improve my skills, improve my personality. So I was always looking for such events, such opportunities. I joined like 6 or 7 societies. There are societies like HRD cell, the entrepreneurial cell, the finance cell, and many others. The many other societies that can improve your skills. So you should be always looking to improve your skills, not about chilling life, because you only get 3 years, and after 3 years what you're going to do? Because the placements, if you're in a average or a lower level of college in Delhi University, you don't get good placements. So be ready to face the real world after you get out of those 3 years of safety net. But if you're in a good college like North Campus College, you can get any like better job. So don't really go for the chill life. You may be due to any bad company of yours, you may become a garbage person, right? You don't really know what to do with your life. You will be completely blacked out of your 3 years. So go aim for the placements, aim for the opportunities that can take you ahead of your life. Because I wanted to be someone who would study abroad. I wanted to be someone who would get something good out of life, not because of a timeline that I have set for myself, but because I wanted to show some people that yes, I have the capability.
Definitely, and you will. You
Yeah.
definitely will.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your say on the term spirituality? Like not being religious, like spirituality is something like a sharpener. And as if you compare
Yeah.
yourself as a pencil, so spirituality acts as a sharpener which can sharp you and get the better person for a future version of yourself. So what's your say on it? How do you look at spirituality?
Well, spirituality, though I'm myself an atheist, but uh, from some time I have believed in God. Not to say that I'm a devotional person, but I do believe in God because for some reasons, at the end of anything, you say that it's up to God now. It's not in your hands. And the crazy times that we are living in, the Corona times, even the doctors and everyone is just rushing towards God for saving their lives. And I believe that it's okay as long as you're just believing in some eternal power that can save you from any pandemic, that can save you from any mishappenings in your life. It's okay. Spirituality is
Absolutely.
fine, meditation is fine, believing in God is fine, but blind belief is never fine. You should know the limits of believing in the God. As long as you have limits for everything that you're doing in your life, it's okay.
Definitely. That's why they say believe in the God that has created us, not the God that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
created.
yeah.
Definitely. So coming to my final question to you, like as I know you are right now you are trying to crack one of the foreign universities. So what's your
Yeah.
say? Will foreign universities take any of the students this post-pandemic situation? Like are the gates still open?
Well, definitely the gates are open. I mean, I've been receiving emails from many universities that I have applied to that they are taking in students even in October as well, even in February, even in the next year. So the gates are definitely open. But as long as you are planning for a foreign university, there's only one single advice to me. There are many myths about foreign universities out there. I have applied for my post graduation. So, if you're applying for a post graduation course, they say that your bachelor's have to be matching with the course that you are applying for in the post graduation. And that is not at all true. I have studied insurance in my bachelor's and I have applied for insurance in my post graduation. It does not align at all. So, don't believe in these lies. Just work on yourself, work on your portfolio, and you're good to go. Just keep on improving your skills. As long as you are doing courses that are aligned with your post graduation, you're good to go. I mean, I studied many public speaking courses, English teaching courses, writing courses. that has got me the place in one of the foreign universities in the UK in English teaching courses. So it's all about proving that you have a genuine interest in the course that you want to study. So if you can prove that, the gates are always open to any university.
God, 100%. I hope you make one of the best universities of the world soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, bro. It was great talking to you, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And let's hope this pandemic gets over soon. Guys, I'll be
Yeah.
linking all of Kunal's guys handles down below. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, and if you could ask everyone to subscribe to the Soumyadeep Show, that would be great.
Thank you so much, brother. I mean, it was great sharing my experiences and sharing the things that I've learned in my 3 years of college life. And you're doing a great job again. And thank you so much for calling me over here.
And if you could just ask my viewers to subscribe to the Soumyadeep Show, that will be great.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, I have subscribed to your show, and definitely the viewers should also subscribe to this show. Even I'll ask my own community to subscribe to your channel as well.
Thanks a lot, brother. I hope I
Yeah.
could make it someday.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
thank you,
will meet
Kunal bhai.
someday.
Until next time, we'll probably do one more episode at some point of time.
Yeah, definitely. I hope we meet and we do it together.
Definitely will do it.
Yeah.
So until then, see you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah. See you. Bye. Bye.